Before there was No Mercy, and before there was Revenge, there was WCW versus the World on PlayStation 1, and it still holds a special place in my heart to this day, which is why I wanted to see it in Promotion Wars in some way. So I decided I'd go ahead and make a data pack. First I found a video by 616 Entertainment, who's done some great videos on wrestling games, check them out. In this video we see the pictures for almost every wrestler in the game, so with some careful pausing, screen printing, cropping, I created all the wrestler pics to include in the data pack. It didn't take long before I had all 60 wrestlers, yes, even the unlockables. So then it was time to strike up the editor. As the game came out in Japan in 1996 and everywhere else in 1997, I thought I'd start the game from the 1st of January 1997. The first thing to create was the promotions. One, WCW, the other, the World. First to make WCW, make it a top promotion as it was in 1997. Give them $50 million to start off with. A new feature of this update of the editor is to rename the training camp at the start of the data pack instead of just doing it in the game. And then here's some logos that I've prepared earlier. Put the expected production values in here. That's the general details. Pretty much done. So on to the weekly shows. Obviously for WCW we've got to have Monday Nitro. Probably the best wrestling show logo that there's ever been. I love that Nitro logo. And have Nitro doing about 3.5 million viewers at this point. So weekly show's done, just the championships. And we'll have something resembling a promotion. For now, we'll just enter the world title. This is just to create the bare minimum that we need for the data pack, and then I'll go in and tweak it afterwards. Adding some tag team belts and things like that. So then we create the opposition, just called the World. Literally WCW versus the World. They can have slightly less money, 40 million. So the description of the World is basically all the other wrestlers standing up together against WCW, and there's a logo that I threw together. Feel free to make your own. This is just to get the data pack made. So their weekly show, it's going to be on a Monday, head to head with Nitro, of course. It's the only way to roll in 1997. Again, quickly thrown together logo. quickly made up show Weekly World Wrestling, and you can use the editor to change any of this stuff to your heart's content. Basically making the world just slightly less good than WCW. Of course, WCW has to be the king. So the last thing for the world is to create a world championship. The easiest title I've ever had to name. So our data pack has its 2 promotions. Now it needs some wrestlers. My plan is to make all of the wrestlers with random stats, but have the description and their finisher that matches the game, and obviously their profile picture. How can I create random stats? Well, you'll see in a second a new feature of this editor. So the description, I want how it shows on the wrestler select screen in the game. Keep it as faithful to the WCW versus the World game as possible. Now you notice a new button on the screen saying randomizer. That brings up this box where we can get it to choose random figures and automatic description, automatic ring style within the parameters we set here. And you can untick anything that you don't want it to do. In this case we've unticked auto description because I wanted to put my own description in there. So this will give us roughly the figures that we kind of want in the right range, but I'll be tweaking them all afterwards. Main thing is to just get them created. So Ric Flair is done. So all 60 wrestlers are now in the data pack, and the data pack is already ready to load in and can be played. Obviously we need to set the background image. I've made the data pack cover there. There'll be a loading screen, and you notice at the top the bar matches exactly the bar in WCW versus the World. I'll just show you quickly. You see the wrestlers. These are the ones in WCW. I've given them 5 of the other wrestlers just to fill out the roster. There's Jeff Jarrett, who's an unlockable character in the PS1 game. So that's where we are. Some tweaking to go, background images to make, and then the data pack can be released. And you can get the updated editor right now from pwremastered.com with the randomizer. And there's also Fix 3 of the game itself, which will bring in the data pack training camp name if you set it in the new editor. So thanks for watching. I hope it's brought back some nostalgia for you, and keep an eye on the socials for when you can get your hands on this data pack. Play it for yourself and make any edits that you want to.